Just don't bulk. Hello everyone, hope you have a wonderful day. Today I'm gonna tell you why I don't like bulking. I know you may be watching this video because you are training and you are trying to add some muscle. As all say, eat big to get big and things like that. But today we are going to discuss that. I'm going to tell you why I don't like that method of thinking. I'm saying it again, this is my opinion and I'm going to tell you what I personally believe. I just want to say that I don't want to harsh anybody on their feelings or something. I'm just making this video to help you with my opinion and to learn as well. I hear all the time people telling me that I want to bulk, I want to add size, and meanwhile they are 30% body fat or more. The real truth is that you don't need a bulk to add muscle mass. This is most likely a way to say that I'm gonna eat more food and feel okay with myself while eating those junk food. Actually, do you need that junk food? Do you need more food? Do you need 1000 more calories every day to add muscle mass? So what is bulking and why do people use it to add more muscle? Bulking in simple terms is when you add more calories to your day so that you are more body fat and muscle mass. So nowadays people have connected bulking with adding muscle mass, which is not true. Let's start by saying, how do you build muscle? What is needed? To actually add muscle mass, you need 4 main things, which is water, protein, a stimulus, which is your exercise and when you destroy your muscles so that it rebuilds stronger, and energy. These are the 4 main things that you need to build muscle. So why do people connect bulking with muscle? It's because of the 4th part that we talked about, which is the energy. When you already have more fat that you need, you have energy in your body. Fat is energy. 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories, which is energy that can be used to build muscle. I'm not 100,000% against bulking, but I'm against what people think is bulking. Have you ever seen any huge bodybuilder like Sibam or even Sam Sulek, that's now the most viral thing in the fitness industry? Have you seen them bulking up and being fat? I've seen them having more body fat than when they were on the stage, but not being fat. They have veins, 6-pack, they are bulking up from their stage physique. They are not 20% body fat or 30% body fat. It's a small, healthy bulk. I'm telling you because I'm seeing people watching those influencers that are huge, eating lots of food, and they think that they need to eat food like that. But they are huge, so they need more food because they are burning it. If you are not burning that much calories, you don't need them to add muscle mass because you will store body fat. Remember, we are starting this journey for our health, for our fitness. Adding that much body fat will affect our heart, our cardiovascular system. You will not have the conditioning that you had before. It also causes insecurities, having mental problems. I've seen people being skinny and bulking up, adding muscle as well, but they still don't like it because they have a lot of excess body fat. There are a lot of YouTubers talking about it, telling that they will not bulk again because they've seen themselves bulking up from being skinny or shredded and they don't like it. I tried it myself as well. I made it for 2 months and then I was like, I can't see myself anymore. I don't like it. I had those chubby cheeks, my belly kind of went off, and I was not fat. I was around 18 or 20% body fat. I wanted to add muscle. This is what I heard on Instagram, I think, or from influencers. And I was sitting all the time to add muscle mass, and I didn't like it at all. So what I did and what should you do based on your body, I will tell you now. If you are already obese and have that excess fat, you can slowly cut down that weight and build muscle at the same time. You are still able to eat plenty amount of protein, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You can drink water, you can stimulate the muscle with hypertrophy, and you can also have the energy from the food that you are eating as well as from the fat that you are burning. Because if you don't know, the fat that you have in your body, it's actually energy. When you are burning this energy, it can go to muscle building and then you can build muscle. You don't need 1000 extra calories to build muscle. So stick to a small calorie deficit and you will lose the fat, build the muscle at the same time and get the physique that you like. Now, if you don't have a lot of fat and you like the body fat percentage that you are, then follow main gaining. There are all these people talking about main gaining, Jeff Nipa, Coach Greg. Everybody's talking about main gaining, and I think they are supporting it for a reason. And what is main gaining? It's when you eat the calories that you need to stay the same percentage of body fat and you build muscle at the same time, because you still have the 4 credentials that you need to build muscle. Now, the only occasion I think that you should bulk, it's when you are already pretty lean, which is most guys when they do their contest or when they have eating problems or something. You are pretty lean, 5% body fat, 10% body fat, and you don't feel good in your day, you don't think that this is not your normal body fat percentage, because science says that the normal percentage is 15 for the men and 25 for women. It's not for everybody the same. People are different, and some people can be perfectly fine with 10% body fat, but others can be fine even with 15. They need 20% body fat to be okay and feeling fine and have energy. So if you are below your normal rate and you think that you need more body fat to function perfectly, then go into a small surplus, except if you have any severe conditions. But I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor. And when you get to the point that you like it, you can reduce those calories. So now if you kind of bulk to your normal rate and you are feeling good again, from that point you can main gain. Or if you don't like main gaining and you are at that normal rate, you can add 50 calories a day, 100 calories a day, or 200 calories a day, and add some muscle and some body fat from there until you come to a point that you need to lower your body fat for summer or something like that. I know people are gonna go down in the comments now and type, bulking up adds more muscle mass than cutting down or maintaining. Yes, I agree that bulking up adds more muscle than cutting down. But if you are already overweight, let's say 30% body fat, and you want to bulk to add muscle and you get to 35 or 40% body fat, then at some point you will need to get down to a healthy percentage. I think that you want to be healthy, and that's why you're training. So if you cut down from 40% body fat to 15% body fat and you crash diet, you're gonna lose muscle, so you will not get the benefit of that extra muscle. Or if you say that you eat 100 or 200 less calories a day, then at that period of time when you are lowering your calories 200 calories a day until 15%, from 40% to 15%, it will be a long wait. It will be a lot of time. So all that time, yes, I agree, if you are not an expert and don't have your IFBB card, you will be adding muscle mass, but you will not add as much muscle mass as when you are bulking. If you choose the other way, which is, let's say you are 30% body fat, you drop to 15% body fat while building muscle, it will need less time to go from 30 to 15 than from 40 to 15. And then from 15%, you can maintain and add size. So in the long run, it's probably the same thing in cases of muscle mass. The one, you are adding a bit more muscle mass while bulking, but then you have a huge cutting phase or a crash diet, which I don't recommend because you might lose muscle as well. And in the other one, you have a small deficit, you lose the weight, and when you get to that normal percentage, you build muscle from there. And you have an extra benefit in that. You are healthier for longer period of time. Being 40% body fat is not healthy. So what I've personally done and what I'm still doing is that I started with 20% body fat when I didn't know anything and just heard about bulking and was just eating as much nuts as I could. And I was like, oh, I'm getting big, I'm getting that size. And then I realized that it was mostly fat. So what I did, I was at 20% body fat and I dropped to 12% body fat while building muscle as well. And then when I got to that body fat that I was looking at myself, I was liking what I was watching, I was feeling healthy and could function normally, having energy in my day, I was maintaining from there. I was eating my normal calories that I need to maintain, which is 2,500, and building muscle while staying the same body fat percentage. And at some points when it's winter and I don't care that much, I might eat 100 more calories a day and go to 15% body fat and kind of do a small bulk, but I'm not going into that huge bulk with dirty eating. This is just an excuse to eat. So I'm going to 15% sometimes, and then I drop again to 12% body fat. Another thing to mention is that if you are, let's say, 15% body fat and you bulk are 20% body fat or 25 or 30% body fat for 6 months, you will be watching at yourself for 6 months and you might not like what you are watching. You might be like, oh, yes, I have more size, I'm bigger, but I don't like what I'm watching. So for 6 months, you won't like what you are watching. You will need 3 months at least to lose that, except if you will go to a crash diet. And there are 3 months only remaining. This comes down to you. If you want to be 9 months unhealthy and don't like what you are seeing in the mirror, and just 3 months seeing something that you like, this is your preferences. You can build muscle with both ways, and they are both ways proven to be effective. This is the end of the video. I hope that you like it. Give it a thumbs up if you actually like it, and subscribe for more videos like that. Ciao!